Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Pass the Money Plan. Alex, I got a question. Would you rather, with the election coming up, would you rather a recession happen early 2025, or would you rather it kick the can down the road and have a recession later?
That's a good question because with both candidates, I think, we would see completely polar opposite results, if one wins versus if the other wins. And we've talked about if Trump were to win that I don't know if we've talked about it here on this channel, but I know you and I have talked about that if Trump were to win, we could see a rally in the market and then a recession that looks to be incoming would be pushed back. But if Kamala were to win, we would see that recession that's coming up, that it could come sooner because we would have another, 4 years of what we've already seen with no change in sight. So, in the us as investors, I mean, man, it's a good question because it's you can benefit from either side. I mean, you can benefit from the market coming down because obviously there would be a lot of opportunity in the stock market or in the real estate market and anything. Um, but then if the market were to rally, um, there could also be opportunity to make money there as well, and then hold off on a recession. Personally, in where I'm structured right now or my strategy right now, I am preparing for a recession. So I wouldn't say that I would be caught off guard though, but just in case I am preparing for a recession and I am hoping for a market downturn right now, or so a market downturn sooner than later. So I would like to see it's conflicting because I would like to see a market downturn soon, but at the same time, my the candidate I would like to see win probably wouldn't result in that. So that would be my answer.
Yeah, and yeah, with the and again, people, this is just predictions. We have 100% chance of being wrong. And like you said, it was the way that your portfolio is set up. I mean, for me, my portfolio is set up. I'll be okay no matter which way it went. I mean, I've been paring back on investments for a while, and I've been sitting in cash positions, waiting for whatever happens. Um, so with that, if a recession happened sooner and then prices got depreciated, of course, it's not going to be instantly, I'll jump right in, but I'll see how it plays out. And then I will capitalize there. But if the stock market continued to rally, then I have enough in equities and assets, hard assets, that I will still benefit from that side. But I won't get
Yeah.
disillusioned. And if the market rally, I'm just going to say, oh, I'm going all in and just ride it. I do believe a recession is coming. I just don't know when. My timing has never been impeccable with those type of things. So, but I always want to be prepared. I mean, I will still put money in the market no matter who wins. I just don't put as much as I would when I know we're at very depressed prices. When we have very depressed prices, I'm a 100% all in, putting all cash to work. Now I'm putting about 50% of the cash to work every month. And then the rest, I just sit on the sidelines waiting for an opportunity. When it comes to whichever way it plays out, I think the longer the can get kicked down the road, the harder the recession will be. Um, I mean, the deeper it will be. So, especially with the commercial loan market and these small banks, they're sitting in a lot of this short-term debt that can't be handled, and they're kicking the can down the road. Extend and pretend. Let's extend your debt obligation to 2025, and let's just hope something great turns out of it. Uh, I think doing that just only make it worse when the inevitable comes. So I believe that it's a lot of opportunity if if it get extended to a later date. If it happens sooner, I don't think it will be as deep, meaning I don't think prices will be depressed as much as if we keep playing this game of whack-a-mole or we keep having this rolling recession type environment. I think it will not go as deep. And I think that, we will go down, we'll be down, but not, 50% down. We'll be down maybe 25%, something like that. And then we'll hold that pattern for a little while and then we'll come out of it. But either way, like you said, I'm positioned for either way. I prefer the latter where it's extended and then it's a deeper recession because it just gives me more time to accumulate more capital to take advantage of more things. That I'm just being honest. That's what I want. Uh, but however it plays out is being prepared. I mean, I could talk recession all day and it don't happen, but if I'm just sitting here in all cash and a recession don't come, then I'm screwed. So it's about balancing the two, being in the game, but also being prepared for whatever comes. But again, if I get deep discounts on the value that I see in assets, no matter what asset class, no matter where, if I see a deep value there, I will take advantage of it, no matter when it does happen. And then at that time, then I'm 100% all in.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, and that's where I'm at too, is in either aspect, I believe that I will benefit. So if the stock market were to continue to rally, I'm still sitting on, um, I mean, the majority of my position is still invested in stock. So counting retirement accounts and personal accounts, I would still say a good, 80% is still sitting in stock. But at this point, any further capital going into the account, I'm purchasing stock only when I see, a down turn. Like I talked to you about Microsoft coming down. It's 10% down right now. I'm hoping, it comes down more. I've gotten a couple shares, but just to get an entry position, but I'm not trying to like just deploy all my capital into Microsoft just because it's at a 10% downturn. So um at this point right now, it's basically just putting capital into the account, setting it aside. If shares come down on some of these downturns that we've seen throughout the months, I might grab one or two shares of like the Qs or Microsoft or something, but it's nothing like crazy. And then, of course, the majority of my position is, especially in the retirement accounts, is most of it, most of those stocks or those shares were purchased back in that downturn in 2022. So a lot of that capital is still, or the capital that we invested is at those price ranges. So if there is a rally, to see, an upturn on the amount we have invested would be a benefit. And then, like you said too, that's another thing is if the market continues to rally, it just gives you more time to keep setting capital aside, keep seeing other opportunities in the market, and then you're even more prepared once that downturn does come. Because what we know for sure throughout history is that there will always be a downturn. The market does not just continue to go up and right. So we know that there will be a downturn, and it is just a matter of just being prepared. But the more time you have to prepare, the more capital you can deploy when that downturn does come. So that is the other benefit to it.
Yeah, and to the people that's out there that say, well, if you think a downturn is coming, why don't you sell your stocks now and then just wait for the downturn and then do it? Um, it's for me, it's because I'm not a market proficionado. I don't know the exact time that's gonna happen. I don't know the exact time. So I just hedge my bets either way. Instead of me taking my money completely out of the market, taking my money completely out of real estate, I just slow down from putting money in. I mean, I put money in, but it's not at the magnification or not at the aptitude that it was before. Especially in 2022, the whole year I was investing 100% of all extra capital that I had. So now I just, like I said, I invest about 50% of capital and leave the other 50% in cash. I'm still putting it in the market, but then if a downturn happens, I still have capital there. But I'm not sitting here trying to time the market. Time in the market is the most important, but I don't want to be sitting there off sides. And then when I get very good prices in other aspect or in different sectors, that I won't have any capital to deploy because it's no way in hell I can go 100% all in now, and then the market crash 50%. And then what, I'm going to sell the stocks that I'm 50% down on to take advantage of something else? No. Just put 50% of the money in there, leave the rest to the side, leave the rest to the side, and keep leaving it to the side. And then when the opportunity comes, I take advantage, but I'm still in the market. If I'm 100% wrong and the market continues to rally for the next 25 years, I'll still be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. With that being said, guys, let us know what you're doing, or what you are expecting or hoping for. Don't forget to like this video, share, subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next one.